The night is deep, the hour late. You arrive, the only sound the crunch of tires on the gravel drive. The hotel looms before you, a silent sentinel against the inky sky. The hotel lobby is silent, the air heavy with the stillness of the sleeping hours. Dust motes dance in the faint light filtering from a single lamp behind the deserted reception desk. No welcoming smiles, no bustling activity, just an unnerving quiet. The elevator dings on the 5th floor, a hollow metallic sound that echoes in the empty shaft. The doors slide open with a sigh, revealing a dimly lit corridor. The hallway stretches before you, an empty, seemingly endless tunnel of closed doors and muted colors. The silence presses in, amplifying the feeling of isolation. Your footsteps are muffled by the thick plush carpet, no sign of life, no sound to break the oppressive quiet. Each step feels heavier than the last, the silence a tangible weight. Room 513. The numbers seem to stare back at you, cold and impersonal. The keycard beeps, a brief electronic chirp in the vast silence, and the door reluctantly opens to darkness. A stale, musty odor wafts out, hinting at disuse and secrets. You step inside, crossing the threshold into the unknown. You close the door, and the lock clicks, loud and final in the oppressive silence, sealing you in. Weariness settles in, a bone-deep fatigue. You drop your bags with a thud, the sound jarring in the stillness, and flick on a lamp, banishing some of the darkness. Standard room bed, neatly made but somehow uninviting desk, bare and impersonal, TV, silent and dark, and a large mirror facing the bed, its surface gleaming in the lamplight. The mirror dominates the space, reflecting you back, tired, worn, and strangely vulnerable. Your image seems distorted, somehow not quite right. You move closer, drawn in by the unsettling reflection, studying your own features as if searching for something missing. But something feels off. A subtle unease creeps into your mind, a sense of wrongness that you can't quite place. The mirror is too large, too fixed, almost like a window into another room, another world. It feels less like a reflection and more like a portal. A cold prickle crawls up your neck, raising goosebumps on your skin. The air seems to have dropped several degrees. You sense you're being watched, scrutinized by unseen eyes. The feeling is palpable, a weight pressing down on you. The silence is thick, almost suffocating, but you swear you hear breathing, soft, shallow, and definitely not yours. You press your face to the cold glass, the chill seeping into your skin, cupping your hands around your eyes, trying to block out the light and peer into the darkness behind the reflective surface. Is it just a wall, solid and impenetrable, or something more sinister lurking just beyond your sight? The thought chills you to the bone. In this supposedly private space, you suddenly feel exposed, vulnerable, and utterly alone. Is someone watching you right now, their gaze fixed on you through the deceptive surface of the mirror? The question hangs in the air, heavy with dread. The fear of hotel mirrors, specifically the unsettling possibility of a two-way mirror, is a modern urban legend. It's a chilling tale that preys on our deepest insecurities and vulnerabilities when we are away from the safety and security of our homes. It's whispered from traveler to traveler, often late at night in dimly lit bars or shared taxi rides, a cautionary tale passed on to those who frequent hotels and motels. The story spreads like wildfire, fueled by paranoia and the very real possibility of its existence. The story: a guest checks in, perhaps a weary business traveler or a family on vacation, and immediately feels uneasy. There's a sense of being watched, an inexplicable discomfort that settles in the pit of their stomach. And then, the horrifying realization dawns: the mirror in their bathroom, the one they've been using to groom themselves, is not what it seems. It's two-way. Someone's been watching, perhaps for hours, perhaps for days. Their every move, every private moment has been observed by unseen eyes. This taps into our primal fear of unseen eyes, the feeling of being vulnerable and exposed, a fear that has haunted humanity since the dawn of time. It's the fear of the unknown, the lurking presence that could be anywhere watching, waiting, of privacy violated where we're most vulnerable. The hotel room, a temporary haven, becomes a trap, a stage for a twisted and perverse performance. Long before the internet and the proliferation of online horror stories, tales warned of peepholes and hidden passages in hotels, whispers of illicit activities and clandestine encounters lurking behind the walls. The two-way mirror is the modern twist, a technological update to an age-old fear. It's technology and deception combined, a sinister blend of modern surveillance and the violation of personal space. The hotel room, meant to be safe, becomes a stage, a carefully constructed set for an unseen audience. The guest, an unknowing star, trapped in a real-life horror movie. The legend lingers because it shatters trust, that fundamental belief that we are safe and secure in the places we pay to inhabit. It undermines our faith in the spaces meant to protect us, the sanctuaries we rely on to recharge and rejuvenate. Mirrors, once tools for self-reflection, objects of vanity, become instruments of violation, portals to a hidden world of voyeurism and exploitation. Why does this scare us so deeply? Because privacy is essential to our well-being, a fundamental human right. A hotel room should be a sanctuary, a temporary escape from the stresses and demands of everyday life. It should be a place of rest and relaxation, not a stage for secret observation and unseen eyes. The idea of being watched while undressing or sleeping in your most vulnerable and unguarded moments is deeply unsettling, a violation of the most intimate and personal boundaries. It turns rest into anxiety, safety into suspicion, transforming a place of refuge into a source of constant unease. The two-way mirror legend endures, not just as a spooky campfire story, but as a chilling reminder of our vulnerability in an increasingly surveilled world. Because it reflects our deepest need for privacy, our inherent right to be free from intrusion and observation. It's more than a scary story, it's a warning, a cautionary tale about the importance of vigilance and the fragility of trust in an age of technological advancements and eroding privacy. The internet turned whispered fears into viral panic. Stories of two-way mirrors and hidden cameras exploded online. Suddenly, the threat felt real, everyone a potential victim. Social media spread tutorials on spotting two-way mirrors. News stories about hidden cameras fueled the fire. The more people read, the more they searched, and the more content appeared. Paranoia became a shared online experience. Sensational headlines blurred the line between rare crime and common danger. Simple fingernail test videos racked up millions of views. The fear grew, not just mirrors but smoke detectors, clocks, even screws became suspect. The digital age amplified anxiety, making travelers hypervigilant. The legend evolved. Now any object could hide a camera. The internet transformed a classic fear into a modern obsession. We learned to be suspicious of the very spaces meant to keep us safe. The fear isn't just paranoia, it's a very real concern rooted in actual events. It's not about imagining the worst, but acknowledging the potential for privacy invasion in our increasingly connected world. Real cases prove the danger. These aren't isolated incidents or urban legends. They are documented instances of privacy violations that have impacted real people. In 2018, a California family, eager for a relaxing vacation, found a hidden camera cleverly concealed within their Airbnb's smoke detector. It was a shocking discovery that shattered their sense of security. The device streamed live video of their private moments, capturing intimate details of their lives without their knowledge or consent. It was a gross violation of their personal space. They left immediately, feeling violated and betrayed, and promptly called the police to report the disturbing find. The investigation revealed a disturbing level of premeditation. The host could watch from anywhere, turning their rental into a stage for voyeurism, with the family as unwitting actors. This wasn't an isolated incident, it was part of a disturbing pattern. Cameras have been found in alarm clocks, seemingly innocuous devices sitting right next to beds, chargers, blending seamlessly into the background, picture frames, objects we barely give a second glance. Each discovery deepens the anxiety, fueling the fear that privacy is becoming a relic of the past. The threat isn't just two-way mirrors, those are almost archaic now. It's the miniaturization of surveillance tech, the incredible shrinking of cameras and recording equipment. Cameras are now so small, almost microscopic, they can be hidden anywhere, disguised as everyday objects, making detection incredibly difficult. Ensuring privacy is harder than ever, requiring a level of vigilance that can feel exhausting. These cases remind us, they serve as a stark warning. Trust in private spaces can be easily broken, shattered by a hidden lens capturing our most vulnerable moments. The sharing economy makes it easy, almost too easy for anyone to violate privacy, turning homes into potential surveillance zones. Vigilance is necessary. It's no longer a luxury but a requirement. Private rooms aren't always private, and we must be aware of the potential risks. The danger is real, it's not a hypothetical scenario, often hidden in plain sight, disguised as the mundane objects that surround us. We must be alert, we must be proactive in protecting our privacy, even in the most ordinary settings, because the ordinary can conceal the extraordinary violation. Hidden cameras are a global problem, but in South Korea, it's an epidemic. In 2019, police uncovered a criminal ring installing tiny cameras in budget hotels. Over 1,600 guests were secretly filmed, footage was live-streamed to paying customers. Cameras were hidden in TVs, sockets, even hairdryers, nearly invisible. The scandal sparked massive protests, mostly by women demanding action. "My life is not your porn," they chanted, highlighting gender-based exploitation. The psychological toll is immense. Many now check every room for hidden lenses. The government fights back with laws and inspections, but tech evolves fast. The Molka crisis is a warning. Organized networks can profit from mass surveillance. Private moments can become public spectacles in an instant. The threat is industrial, not just individual. Hidden surveillance isn't limited by borders. In Germany, a couple found a camera hidden behind a hole in their hotel bathroom wall. Suspicion led them to discover a lens aimed at the shower and toilet. The hotel manager was dismissive, until police confirmed the camera was real. It was connected to a recording device in a nearby closet. The incident made local news, shattering the illusion of safety. Surveillance can be high-tech or crude. A drilled hole is all it takes. Perpetrators don't need advanced skills, just access and intent. Even in countries with strong privacy laws, vigilance is essential. The threat can be next door, hidden behind a wall. This case proves you might not be alone, even in the most private spaces. Always be aware. Privacy can be an illusion. To understand the fear, you need to know how two-way mirrors work. It's just glass with a thin metallic coating, part mirror, part window. The trick is lighting, one side bright, the other dark. In a lit room you see your reflection. In the dark room behind, someone sees you. The imbalance of light creates the illusion. From the dark side, the glass is a window. From the bright side, a mirror. This simple physics enables secret observation. Two-way mirrors exploit our trust in ordinary objects. They look harmless, but can be tools for deception. The object's very nature is unsettling. It hides its true purpose. That's why they make us uneasy in private spaces. A mirror should reflect, not reveal. The fear is rooted in this hidden duality. Being watched changes us. We become self-conscious, anxious, even paranoid. In a hotel far from home, we crave privacy, a sanctuary to let our guard down. The suspicion or discovery of surveillance shatters that sanctuary. The mind races. Who's watching? Why? What will they do with what they see? Today we accept public surveillance but expect private spaces to be off-limits. Hidden cameras cross a line, turning refuge into a source of stress. The psychological scars can last: anxiety, distrust, even trauma. Victims struggle to feel safe again. The fear isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional. The loss of privacy is a deep violation. Surveillance in private spaces leaves lasting damage. It's a reminder the most profound invasions are invisible. Protecting your privacy starts with vigilance. When you enter your room, inspect it methodically. Turn off the lights, close the curtains, and use your phone's flashlight to scan for hidden lenses. Check smoke detectors, clocks, TVs, outlets, picture frames, anything unusual. For mirrors, try the fingernail test. If your nail touches its reflection directly, it could be two-way. Use your phone's camera in the dark to spot infrared lights from hidden cameras. If you see pulsing lights on your screen, be cautious. Don't touch suspicious devices. Leave the room and alert management and police. Gather your belongings discreetly before leaving. Report what you found, let authorities investigate. These steps empower you to take control of your safety. In today's world, caution isn't paranoia, it's smart. A few minutes of checking can protect your privacy. Stay alert and trust your instincts. The hotel mirror fear is part of a bigger story: privacy in the surveillance age. Technology makes watching easy and cheap. The hidden camera is a symbol of eroding private space. The panopticon, a prison where you never know if you're watched, has become reality. We trade privacy for convenience, accept surveillance for security. But where do we draw the line? The hotel room feels like the last frontier. If we're not safe there, are we safe anywhere? These questions drive debates about technology, ethics, and rights. Next time you check in, remember, checking your surroundings is wise, not paranoid. The world has changed. Privacy is fragile. Protect it actively. The feeling of being watched may be more than a feeling. In this age, vigilance is essential. Your privacy depends on it.